Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well. Today we're back in the shop again to make some more progress on this thing right here. We got a few little odd jobs today. We got 3 things on the list for today. Number 1 being brakes. We're gonna swap out the WinMax W5 pads. I have them in the front and the rear, kind of a mistake on my part. Typically with a front wheel drive, front engine car like this with 0 weight in the back, you want factory braking-like performance in the rear. And I made the mistake of matching the compounds from the rear to the front. So I've got W5s in the front and the rear. Not only that, I feel like the W5 isn't enough for the front also. So we're upgrading. We're going to Hawk pads for this season. We're going DTC 60s for the front, and we're going with a very basic HPS pad for the back. We'll also be throwing brand new rotors on all 4 corners. Second on the list is welding up the exhaust. It's the piece that's right under the driver. There's a crack in one of the welds. You know, one of those things that just happens when you buy cheap eBay stuff. And then lastly, you could probably see it right behind me on top of the car. I got a brand new steering wheel for the car. I wanted to get away from the leather one that I had last season. So I got a suede Sparco wheel that I'm hoping will feel a lot better. Here are the new brakes for the setup this season. Again, I went Hawks, DTC 60s in the front, HPSs in the rear. I've got the ITR Mini Combo in the front, so these pads are a TSX fitment. And then the rear, I have, you know, the base RSX EP3 rear brakes. So I have EP3 rear pad fitment. And to top that off, I just got Robustus blank rotors. So I'll probably start off with the front first, since it's already up in the air, finish that, and then I'll move to the back and finish off the rear. All right, front brakes are done. Got the DTC 60s in, some brand new blanks. Should work pretty well after I get them bedded in on the first track day. I'm hoping that braking performance is going to be a little bit better than the W5s here. Still got some good life, so I can keep these as spares. But just based off the coefficient of friction charts that WinMax and Hawk has, the DTC 60s should be just a step above the W5, which would be great because the W5s aren't terrible, but after about 2-3 really hot laps, even with this light of a car, 2,300 pounds with me in it, we'll just start to experience a little bit of brake fade already. One step up, a little bit more aggressive, and we'll see how these perform. All right, rear brakes are done, which means all the brakes are done. We've got the Hawk HPS pads in here with the new rotors, much less aggressive than the WinMax W5. So we should see some good improvements out on track with a lot less aggressiveness in the rear here, which should help me be a little bit more stable in corner entry. Now it's time to lift the car up, get under the car, and we'll start on the exhaust. All right, here we are under the belly of the beast. Throughout last season, I always thought that I heard some kind of exhaust leak, and I was right. I know it's kind of hard to see here with the GoPro. You can see a crack. It starts right about there, goes all the way around, all the way up there, and then I think it stops right about at the top up there. I'm gonna pull this section off here, and then we'll get this thing at the table and get it prepped, ready to weld up. All right, got the exhaust pipe off. Got it kind of bungeed at the top there to keep it still. Got just one of the aluminum plates in the lift here to protect the wood. Looks like the crack starts right about here-ish, so we'll probably start a weld here, work our way around. I think we'll probably just go around the entire thing and not just the crack, just to make sure it doesn't crack again. All right, went around the entire flange, welded right over that big old crack. Got a decent bead around the whole thing. No more crack, so we are good. Exhaust is done, or so I thought. This is the weld I just did, and that's what the eBay welds look like. Definitely got more filler material here to hopefully prevent it from cracking. Like I said, I thought I was done, but going back up here, I should have looked. The same exhaust pipe that I had out, it's also got a crack here as well. Once again, take this off, clean this up, and then lay a bead around this entire thing as well. Should have just done that from the beginning.
A few moments later.
Did a little more welding. Now we're good. Much better. And last but not least, here's the new steering wheel. The old one is a Sparco 383 with leather. I just picked up the 323, same diameter, but in suede, and it just doesn't have the little bulges around the thumb slots here. Looks pretty darn good. I like it. So we'll just swap the hub over. Horn block off plate, carbon one from my good boy Josh at Artisan Research, and then we'll be done for the day. Steering wheel is done. That's the last item for today. All right, that does it for this video. Just wrapped up a couple of little odds and ends, nothing too crazy. I think all that's left is just, I think I'm just waiting for the engine now. Memorial weekend is when I'm expecting the engine, and that's when I'll throw it in once I run up to Minnesota to grab that from Charlie. But other than that, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you guys have any questions, put them in the comment section down below. And if you guys want to stay up to date with the build, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Until the next video, stay safe, stay smooth. I'll see you guys later.